Good, IE Sports Radio fans. It's your boy, the SoCal Saint, back at it again with this tag team partner for the premier professional wrestling podcast right here on the only network for the Church Direct Neutral that is called IE Sports Radio. Boy, right there on the name is that's week 5 right here with the SoCal Saint. And man, we got some stuff to talk about today. Let's get this first week in the world of professional wrestling, and that's really the only way that you can really put it, man. What a crazy, crazy week, historic week it's been in the world of professional wrestling. And look at that, first time on screen in the year 2025, the heavyweight championship of the world. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, the SoCal Saint. You can follow me on the TikTok, Blue Sky, of course. Don't forget, on Blue Sky as well. And on, of course, X at IE Wrestling Show. That's right. And where can they find you, my brother T5?
Well, as long as we still have the X, you can find me, who is T Fizzle. That's my personal page, and you can find me on the Crescent City _IE, where we talk about football, New Orleans football, Louisiana football, Louisiana sports. Who is T Fizzle? You can talk. We talk everything under the sun: anime, pop culture, the wrestling, the everything, man. And on Blue Sky, it's you. The letter U, T5, at Blue Sky, Bibbidi Bobbidi, all the other stuff. You can find me on there talking the grapples and talking the sports and evading those catfish.
That's what's up, guys. Please tune in, show some love to my co-host T5, and check out his other show, High Noon, Saturdays, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Crescent City Connection, guys. Same time that you can find us here, but on Saturdays, on the weekend. Start your weekend off right, talking some Louisiana sports.
Man, we've been wrestling fans been eating good this week, bro.
Bro, yes, we have. Yes, we have, man. It's been a week.
It started like what? Maybe Friday, you want to say?
I would say so. Well, with Wrestle Dynasty.
Friday, then Saturday we had Wrestle Kingdom. Sunday we had Wrestle Dynasty and Collision, I think. And then we had Wednesday. Now it started Wednesday because we had the first simulcast with AEW on Max. And next thing you know, it trickled on SmackDown, Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty, and then of course it finished off with Monday Night Raw on Netflix for the first time. So like this whole man, we've been kind of pigging out, man.
Woo. Hey man, don't forget NXT last night, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
NXT New Year's Eve last night.
The Rock needs to trip. The Rock needs to be stopped.
Holy shit! The Rock was on NXT last night.
The Rock needs to be stopped, bro.
I gotta put a chip down, I guess, or mark it with my bingo marker because I didn't think I would ever have The Rock appears on NXT television on my 2025 wrestling bingo card. But damn, we're already like a week and a half into the new year, and he's already fucking all right. Rock, boom, Rock on NXT. Why not?
Why not? I say, hey. But if that's how we starting things off, the rest of 2025 gonna be wild.
I think so. Man, just a lot of good stuff been going on this entire weekend leading up to the big premiere of Raw on Netflix, guys. Raw on Netflix. We're gonna get into that here in a little while. It really is historic, man. It really was. Rock was on the show, of course. He actually kicked off the show after Triple H. And what he said kind of summed it up better than I think anybody could. He said, like, when he grew up watching his father, the late, great soul man, Rocky Johnson, R.I.P., wrestling, you could only watch wrestling, either if you attended it live or if it was on, on television.
Mm-hmm.
And all these years later, look at where we are now. It's the year 2025. Wrestling. And I got to give credit where credit is due. Not only can you now watch AEW on Max, but now WWE is broadcasting live around the world simultaneously on Netflix every Monday night.
Literally this time, for real, around the world. Not just hyperbole, nah.
No.
Literally around the world.
Around the world. I heard the number, like, if it's not accurate, it's pretty damn close. The number of subscribers worldwide for Netflix is 253 million.
Damn.
Is what I heard.
Damn.
And big news today. I know we're kind of like jumping the gun already, but Netflix revealed that Raw is currently number one over their former number one show, Squid Game, right here in the United States.
Yeah.
That's impressive already.
Squid Games is mad popular, man.
Exactly. But that's impressive. You know what I mean? Like WWE, and then the presentation of it all, that awesome arena, that Intuit arena, that place is fucking gorgeous, man.
I heard that thing was sweet.
Man, the lights on the chairs and just like
that
vibe was dope, man. Like all the celebrities were out in attendance. I love the fact that Macaulay Culkin got a bigger pop, more love and appreciation than that dipshit Hulk Hogan. Thank you. Thank you, Los Angeles. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta fucking love that.
I can't wait to talk about that. Oh, boy.
No, we're gonna get into that. Don't worry, we're gonna get into that. Not only that, I just came across a video before we went live. Kieran Culkin, Macaulay's younger brother,
was there too.
Who was there, who just won a Golden Globe the night before, and he met CM Punk after the main event, and Punk was like, "Didn't you just win an award?" He's like, "Yeah, Golden Globe last night." And he goes, "Congratulations!" And Kieran's like, "Yeah, congrats to you too." He's like, "Yeah, I just won tonight myself." And he's like, "Yeah, this is how I celebrate. I come to wrestling after winning a Golden Globe." Like that's real talk, man. That's
man.
crazy.
I need to see that, bro, because I know him and his brother are both fans, and they was at the show. I was like,
yeah, they were. Yeah,
I was like, bro, you got both Culkin brothers at the show. I said, that's what's up.
That's what's up. Yeah, Seth Green was there. That was cool. I'm a big fan. I've always been a fan of Seth Green. That was really cool to see him there.
Definitely.
I saw David Arquette was there. O'Shea Jackson Jr., of course, was there. Rocking the Los Angeles Lakers championship title. That was really cool. In the arena that the Clippers play in. Like, come on, man. Can he be a bigger deal? LA was there. Travis Scott, of course, was in attendance. He actually joined Jey Uso for his entrance, which I thought
bro, we saw that.
I know. And he was he was getting it,
He was in the zone.
He was in the zone. He was. Oh man, that was a dope ass entrance, man. When you start hearing Fiend playing, I was like, oh shit,
bro.
Man,
bro, Topanga was there, bro.
Oh, I was just about to say that. And everybody's favorite, everybody, at least my age, everybody's crush, their first television crush. If it wasn't the Pink Power Ranger, it was Topanga.
And man. Eric Matthews was there.
Will Friedle was there. Nobody showed him any love, bro.
I don't think he's really into like getting his, face out in the public, like talking about. He does the podcast and stuff, but I don't think he really gets out like get out.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was like, oh man, they didn't even show Will any love. But I was like, oh, whatever, And Pat McAfee actually, that was brought to his attention because apparently he met him. It didn't really correlate the two. And he apologized on his recent episode of the Pat McAfee show for like, oh, I'm sorry, man, for not, showing you the respect or whatever, kind of thing. We got Taryn Rodriguez, host of the SoCal Supreme Sports Show, and Set
Everything else.
Set Point. He's in the chat room asking, did Raw knock your socks off? Yeah, I mean, it was dope. I probably would have put a better phrase than that, but it was dope. It was dope.
Did the hat spin on top of your head?
Yeah. And then he said, "Yeah, you can't make that up. You know you're big when your numbers are bigger than Squid Games." Yeah, I've got to say, you got to admit that. That's very true, especially here in the United States. He said, "I hope to one day go to the Intuit Arena. Clippers actually did something smart." Yeah, I gotta give it as a lifelong Laker fan. I gotta say that Intuit Arena is definitely a more attractive place to put your franchise in. I would say, you know what I mean.
Oh,
That place is nice.
we're not a fan of the crypto used to be Staples arena.
I'll always love the Staples Center for all the memories, for the past and present with the Lakers, and a lot of wrestling memories have come in and out of there too. But man, if I was WWE, I would probably make that their new home in LA when they come for at least television wise. You know damn well they're going to end up having a PLE in there sometime soon.
Oh, most definitely.
Especially after that. Oh man. But I mean, before we get too much into it, because I know we're really eager to really get into it, we got to show some love to our sponsors, of course. Of course, we got to show love to that delicious premium brisket beef jerky, Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet. Ooh, yeah. It's delicious, guys. Don't take our word for it. We tell you this every damn episode because it's true. We've had it. We've tasted it. It's delicious. Take our word for it, guys. Do yourself a favor. Go to planetjerky.net and order yourself some delicious premium brisket beef jerky right now. I promise you, you will not regret it.
Yeah, we're not just some company shills toting the line, man. We actually eat the stuff, and it is fire.
That's right. That's what's up. And if you got you have a big event coming up, you got a birthday, a wedding, a graduation party, a baby announcement, the gender reveal, whatever, anything like that. Go to Seal the Deal Wax Seals, another one of our awesome sponsors here at IE Sports Radio. You can order directly from iesportsradio.com/Seal the Deal Wax Seals, and it'll give your invitations just that anything that that you're needing it for, just that, just like you said, T5, that nice panache, that just that nice finishing touch. Another new sponsor we got, guys. Of course, we did our first broadcast about this last week. Of course, iSports Radio is proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR. Wow, IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. And that's really, really awesome. I'm glad we are a part of something like that. It makes me really happy to know that we are a part of something so great like that. You know what I mean? It really, I mean, because
it means a lot, man. It
really does, especially in days like times and days like this today. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of that going around where people just need help but don't know how to ask for it, or don't know where to start.
100%. A lot of people are silently going through it, and they're afraid. They don't know how to ask for help, or they don't know what they're going through. They don't know what they may be in the middle of something and don't know what it is. This right here is the perfect way to reach out and support. It's good that, man, it feels good to support something, a cause that means something to not just one group of people, but a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people.
Oh, man. And actually, we got another thing. I don't have a banner for it yet. I probably should have wrote it up myself. I do apologize. But we are now, this came just a couple days ago, we are now proud to announce that IE Sports Radio has become the brand ambassador for Raw Nutrition. Yes, wow. Use our code IESR to get 10% off your next purchase and get those New Year's gains underway. Order at GetRawNutrition.com. That's GetRawNutrition.com. And check it out, guys. I actually already looked on the website. They got some cool stuff I'm thinking about purchasing. Like, they have some, they have the powdered pre-workout and creatine, all that, all that stuff that most of the people that are trying to get some gains already know about. But they actually have some pre-made pre-workout that comes in packs, like big packs of like fruit punch flavor They have a lot of actually assorted flavors that actually sound really delicious. And they have some protein shakes as well that come in a nice big pack as well, like the chocolate protein shakes. And I can't remember what some other flavors. I have to go back and look. But yeah, go to Get Raw Nutrition. Use the promo code IESR to get yourself a 10% saving on your next purchase there. But yeah, we're doing some big things, y'all. We're doing some big things right here at IE Sports Radio.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go look at that. I'm a protein shake dude, man. I'm gonna have to go look at that, man.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll be right back, guys. We're gonna take a quick little break. Don't take our word for it. You're gonna hear from our official sponsors right now. When we come back, we're gonna get into a little bit of wrestling news and jump into some talks about what's going on in the world of wrestling. So if you like what we do, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a moment, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go. For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at iSports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making iSports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's good, y'all? We are back live with the IE Wrestling Show right here on IE Sports Radio. What's good, everyone? You just heard from some of our sponsors. Like I said, we just got the Raw Nutrition sponsorship or the brand ambassadorship of that just this week. So hopefully we'll have a new drop for that on next week's episode. But man, we got some wrestling news. Let's see here. I'm about to pull up some stuff now.
This is the news.
Nice. Hey, nice little what culture reference. The news. Oh man, here we go. Oh, all right. So we're talking about The Rock, right? The Rock's been all over the place. The Rock was at the Golden Globes, had a really weird, awkward interaction with Vin Diesel. Saw that. Then he showed up on Raw, and then showed up on freaking NXT. And I mean, this is probably why, because Rock apparently, if this is to be believed, this came out. I believe this is. I can't. Honestly, I don't know what the source is. I'm sorry, I don't have a source to correlate with. I do apologize, but it says here The Rock now owns more stock than the entire WWE roster's net worth. That's insane.
I heard the same thing.
Yeah, in a new SEC filing today, The Rock has acquired 96,557 shares of TKO stock, which is worth $13.75 million. In total, The Rock owns a total of 289,673 shares in TKO stock, worth an estimated $41.25 million as of press time. And you got to say that he truly is the final boss. He's on the board of directors. He owns a shit ton of stock in the company. He really is like one of the guys running things. You know what I mean? It's not just for show. I mean, did I ever think in my wildest dreams, did I ever think one day we would come to a time in wrestling where the WWE is sold outside of the McMahon family, 1. 2, Triple H and Shawn Michaels are now running the creative side of things. 3, Voldemort, a.k.a., he who should not be named, would no longer be affiliated with the company whatsoever and be shunned out and disgrace. No, maybe that's more plausible than the first 2. And 4, that The Rock, the biggest possible star in Hollywood, if not one of the biggest stars in Hollywood today, definitely an A-lister. I would consider Rock an A-lister for sure.
100%.
He would come back to the world of professional wrestling and own a piece of the biggest company in professional wrestling, the company that gave him his start. That's something that I got to have the utmost respect for, man. I don't know about you, bro, but I give Rock all the fucking flowers in the world because there's so many athletes and musicians and stars or whatever you want to call it who their jump off point to their fame. A lot of them look back on it with regret and disgust, and they don't like to talk about it. Like, for example, AKA Mark Wahlberg gets insulted whenever you bring up Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. It's like, motherfucker, nobody would know who you are without that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows who you are without that. So, you know, you can, like, whatever, get over yourself, like, if you're embarrassed by it. But without that, you wouldn't have your foot in the door to where you are right now. And Rock, wrestling was his foot in the door to greater things. And look at him going back to what made him famous. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy because
it's in his blood, bro. It really is.
Yeah, it's in his blood. But, you know, like we all, like a lot of us always think about, man, you know, some of the cats that passed away or whatever, we always think about, man, would that cat be training or would he open up a wrestling school if he was still alive? Or would that person be still in the business at 50 still wrestling or something? You know, we all be wondering. And somebody like The Rock, you thought like, okay, he's gonna springboard into acting and be an action star, and he did. But you wouldn't think that, like, back then you'd be like, he'd come back and be like part of the board of directors,
right,
owning stock in the company. No, never that. Like you could probably see him, you know, coming back and supporting the company, you know, like on a Legends contract or something weird. Like right. But to not only come back and be like one of the biggest draws in the company, like in one of the biggest storylines, like in almost ever. We can do that now. We can say that. Pretty much one of the biggest storylines ever.
Yeah.
In wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
And then to not only that, but to own stock in the company? Wow. That is crazy.
It's impressive, man. It really is. You like I said, you got to give him his flowers, man.
100%, man. So,
yeah, you got to give him his flowers.
Shout out to The Rock, man, because you're not only doing it big, you doing it humongous. That is wild.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree.
There's definitely some storybook type stuff.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, for sure. I mean, he always tells that story about whenever he, he was in the CFL or trying to make it in the CFL because of his NFL dreams were not going to happen because of the injury that he suffered during his Miami Hurricane days, and he always tells that story where he was sleeping on a piss-stained mattress in some dive, in Canada with $7 to his name, and look where he is now.
Yeah, he was sleeping in his car at one point.
Yep.
Man, it was crazy. Man, that's crazy, bro. That is
people.
Wild.
I mean, like Rock paid his dues in more ways than one. You know what I mean? Like, his father is a legend in wrestling. His grandfather, a legend in wrestling. But I mean, he still had to get broken in.
Yep.
You know, the same way. You know what I mean? He was in developmental. You know, like he did things, you know, a certain way. But I mean, I'm sure his athletic prowess helped elevate him a lot faster than most. You know what I mean?
That's what happens with a lot of, like, you know, sports players, like especially NFL players. You know, when they come into, like, you know, try to do the rest, like, you know what? Let me give wrestling a try. They have so many dudes that played college football, professional football, and whether it be like an injury or the thing just didn't pan out, they mess around and get in the WWE and smash it, man. You can name, like, on your hand a bunch of dudes that played either college or professional football.
And not just WWE, I mean, just wrestling in general. You know, like Ron Simmons.
That's the first person I thought of. Right? Yep.
Ron Simmons became the first ever African-American heavyweight champion of the world when he was in WCW, defeating Big Van Vader. Huge moment. Huge moment.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, of course. He actually used to be on the Minnesota Vikings for a short time. Goldberg was an Atlanta Falcon. Brock Lesnar.
Baron Corbin
first, but you know what else? Braun Breaker.
Yep. Baron Corbin.
If we want to go back to some WCW days, Steve Mongo McMichael.
Mongo, Chicago. Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it seems like wrestling and football seems to almost go hand in hand. You get a lot of stars out of both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of physicality and stuff, man. So when they get in that ring and it just meshes like that,
Yeah.
and you see what happened with The Rock. He had that charisma and that baby face thing. Ooh, boy, that was not working. I remember when he debuted.
Oh, the blue chipper.
Bro.
Rocky Maivia smiling and kissing
babies. I
babies.
remember with the blue chipper. Bruh. I was like, man, who this cat is? With the little, and he had the hair, bruh.
That hair.
Like Prince Iakea type stuff. I was like, man, who is this cat? I said, all right, man, let me see what he cooking. And it was all right. Yeah, he's doing some arm drags and stuff, and he was all right. I was like, all right.
Yeah. It wasn't until they let him be himself with the volume turned all the way up.
Ooh, boy. When he joined the Nation, that was a rap ski. That whole storyline was fire.
That's another.
Bruh. Cutting knives at each other.
To go off on a small little tangent, bro. A lot of people, man, I feel like they get the love that they deserve now, but man, the Nation seems to be one of those forgotten stables that people don't really talk about as much. The Nation was, I love the Nation. They had one of the dopest intros.
Boy, did we, bro? That was for me, baby.
Domination. Dude, they had one of the coldest themes. Hell yeah, bro.
Ooh, bro, that group was fire.
And when they'd all in unison.
Shout out to the late great Owen Hart. They had Owen Hart in the group.
Oh yeah, when Rock became the leader.
Yeah, bro. Sympathizer, right. Nation sympathizer, bro. That was dope, bro. Oh,
Nation sympathizer, Owen Hart. Yeah. Oh man. Big news for the world of indie wrestling. I wanted to share this. I was really happy to see this. The Wrestling Revolver. I don't know if you've ever been to one of their shows. I have yet. They do come through here actually quite a bit into this area anyway. So hopefully next time they do a show in this area, I'll be having the opportunity to go. Wrestling Revolver, for those who don't know, is actually a company that's run and owned by former TNA world champion Sami Callihan. He's the one that runs the ship there. They just announced that they have signed an exclusive weekly show deal with Fight Plus.
Uh-oh.
And it premiered actually last night, Tuesday, January 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I guess Tuesday is the day that they will be running their shows. It's called the Revolver Remix is the name of the show. Matches from the Vault, exclusive promos, recaps, and current events are the main features of this weekly television show or this weekly streaming show that you can find on Fight Plus and also Triller TV Plus. New episode every Tuesday. Wrestling Revolver's Revolver Remix. So if you subscribe to that and you love wrestling, then boom, check it out. Another new wrestling show to watch on Tuesday nights, guys.
Man, all right. Shout out to Sami Callihan, man. All right.
Right. Yeah. Wrestling is, I mean, this is I think that we're definitely in that boom period that people were talking about years ago. We're finally here now, I think.
It's done come back around. Like a lot of people were saying, like, man, remember when wrestling was cool and you had stars coming out and pop culture and all that stuff?
Right.
Yeah. Well, it done come back around.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things that done came back around.
That's right. TNA Wrestling, speaking of TNA Wrestling, TNA has confirmed that they have re-signed 3 of their stars, John Schuyler, Ash by Elegance, and the current Knockouts Women's World Champion, Masha Slamovich, have all re-signed with TNA Wrestling. So that's good for them. I know TNA, we were getting a little worried there because a lot of contracts are coming up. And it's like, oh, man, like it could end up being like a mass exodus, but luckily they're able to put pen to paper. Also, AJ Francis re-signed as well.
Week.
So that's 4 re-signees that they've gotten. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. NXT Level Up. I don't know if anybody actually watched that, but NXT Level Up is no longer a thing. It's technically canceled by the WWE, but WWE has now rebranded it to NXT Evolve. This will reportedly be a Gabe Sapolsky project with tapings for TV and streaming, and will debut later this year and will feature fringe developmental talent who don't feature on NXT regularly. So that's pretty cool. So Evolve, of course, is another indie promotion that's actually run by Gabe Sapolsky. And for those who aren't in the know about who Gabe Sapolsky is, he's actually the protege of the wise man, Paul Heyman. He actually worked under Paul Heyman during the ECW days, like an assistant, kind of just, no pun intended, under the learning tree of Paul Heyman, his wisdom and whatnot. He is I could probably consider on the creative side of things, Gabe Sapolsky is a Paul Heyman guy. Much like on the wrestling side of things, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns are Paul Heyman guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he kind of sprouted out. I think he was pretty instrumental in the early Ring of Honor too.
He was, yeah. That was another thing I forgot to mention. Yeah, he was a part of the early days of Ring of Honor.
Oh, not to mention Dragon Gate USA.
And Dragon Gate USA as well.
I used to be hot on that in the early 2000s, man. That was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually came across this just last night. So this is a nice little transition here. I'm actually friends on Facebook with a guy who runs a wrestling indie promotion / wrestling school here in DFW. Shout out to Williams Lou Lamont. We don't know each other personally, but I'm a friend of yours on Facebook. I follow DFW DFW All Pro Wrestling Academy, and I've seen a lot of your shows, the VIP wrestling shows on streaming. I have not had a chance to be able to attend one of your events, but hopefully someday soon I will get the opportunity to. It's just, man, work just gets in the way a lot. You know what I mean? Work and life just get in the way a lot. But I need to go because, I mean, they're literally in my backyard. They're literally about 15, 20 minutes from my house hitting on the freeway. But anyway, he posted on his personal Facebook page last night, trained professional wrestlers only. So any trained professional wrestlers in our chat room watching our live stream right now that are in the DFW area and will be in the month of February, RSVP message DFW All Pro Wrestling Academy's official Facebook page or email them at dfwallprowrestling@gmail.com. It's going to be a DFW All Pro Wrestling Academy seminar with special guest Gabe Sapolsky in Haltom City, Texas, Saturday, February 8th at 11 a.m. Admission is $99. It includes a lecture, a Q&A, and tryout matches. It's a seminar, and he's scouting talent. So this could be a break. This could be your big break that you've been looking for, guys and gals out there in the DFW wrestling area. If you're going to be in the DFW wrestling area in Haltom City, Texas on Saturday, February 8th at 11 a.m., this is where you want to be. DFW All Pro Wrestling Academy seminar with special guest Gabe Sapolsky. Go to DFW All Pro Wrestling Academy's official Facebook page or send them a shout out at their email, dfwallprowrestling@gmail.com.
Slide into them DMs. If you know a friend that's into that's an indie wrestler, let them know. Put them on.
That's right. If you want to get into it, man, we could talk about Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty because I came across some news about it. I mean, as far as like the in-ring action for those both shows, I haven't really heard anything super negative wise on that front, but I've heard some negativity coming out of like just some stuff I heard from before. I mean, not from before. I mean, like just from
like afterwards.
News. So afterwards, some news outlets. I think this is from PW Insider. After Wrestling Kingdom 19 and Wrestle Dynasty attracted 24,107 and 16,300 attendees, respectively, to the Tokyo Dome on both separate nights, NJPW owner Takagi, am I saying that right? Takagi Kadani? I could be wrong saying the way if any Japanese fans out there, I apologize for butchering his name. He is the CEO of Bushiroad, the parent company of NJPW. He gave a brief interview with Tokyo Sports, stating he is dissatisfied with this year's attendance. He expressed that the attendance figures for the Tokyo Dome events this weekend were disappointing. He has set a goal to attract 40,000 attendees to the Tokyo Dome on January 4th of next year. He aims to feature several special matches on that date, in addition to Hiroshi Tanahashi's retirement match, which is happening next year at Wrestle Kingdom. He believes that this year's attendance challenges are a result of growing pains as New Japan Pro Wrestling transitions to a new generation. However, he noted that they are losing fans to traditional sports such as basketball and volleyball. A significant part of the challenge is attracting international interest in their events. He also suggested that it might be more beneficial to hold another joint show with AEW in Japan, but at the time, further removed from January 4th. He believes that the previous event did not successfully convey the atmosphere of a joint event or establish a sense of rivalry, resulting in a lackluster conclusion. He did indicate that he believes that Konosuke Takeshita has signed a one-year contract with NJPW. He noted that AEW holds a limited number of events compared to New Japan Pro Wrestling, suggesting that if Takeshita desires to be a leading wrestler for NJPW, the opportunity may very well be available to him. He believes that NJPW is undergoing its final growing pains and will successfully progress with the young wrestlers whose efforts are beginning to pay off. So that's I won't say that's disheartening to hear from the CEO, but I mean, like, at least he's aware of what's going on, and like he's looking to find solutions to change things for the future. Because I did see a bit of Wrestle Kingdom, and I was a little taken aback by like that. The crowd looked great. I mean, just from like the floor wise, but man, everywhere past that was like, damn. Like I've seen past Wrestle Kingdoms, and they were way more full than that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the previous years leading up to and after AEW had started. I mean, like those first few years were still really, really profitable as far as like seeing, you know, butts and seats anyway. But I don't know. What's your take on that, bro?
Yeah, man. I watched both nights, man. I had shout out to Triller, man, because I wouldn't have been able. I've been trying to get on NGPW World and stuff like that. For some reason, it wouldn't let my take my email address. So shout out to Triller, man. They had like the bundle where you can get Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty both nights and like watch it kind of like on demand and stuff. So because you know it's like at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, man.
Oh
so,
yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, so it's just an odd time, yeah.
So yeah, I was mad. My Saturday afternoon and my Sunday afternoon was straight. It was good.
That's what's up.
So I watched both nights, man, and you know it was all right. And like a lot of criticisms he had was valid because a lot of the American fans like me, you know, we used to certain names, and them cats is gone. You know, whether it be AEW or WWE or even TNA, some of them cats is gone. So you getting these new names. They put Zack Sabre. They put the main title on Zack Sabre Jr. That was a long time coming. They finally pulled the trigger on that. But a lot of these new dudes, you know, they got their new little set of Three Musketeers. A lot of people are still getting getting used to them.
Right,
like
still getting acclimated to them.
In Ominu, we like to call him Shooter. John Moxley likes to call him Shooter. He's kind of his protege. He's still feeling his way. He's almost like he's trying to be Tanahashi light instead of trying to figure out who he is. And that main event match, it went on way longer than it needed to be. So, I mean, a lot of people are kind of disappointed with the match. Some of the other matches were hitting though, man. That 4-way with shout out to El Phantasmo, bro. This cat not only beat Cancer, but he beat 4 of the dudes.
That's what's up.
Shout out to ELP. They put the belt on. They put I think it was the open weight or never open weight. I forgot which one it was. They put Might have been the TV belt. I forgot. I'm still.
Because I thought Takeshita won the never open weight title.
Yeah, so he had the TV belt, I think. And
Okay.
shout out to him because he came, man. That's a lot to come back from, man. And not only that, but that match was fire. Jeff Cobb had to be the MVP, boy. Bruh. Matanza for y'all. I hate to upset y'all. Y'all used to watch Lucha Underground. That's Matanza, baby. I'm still rock with him. Jeff Cobb. That's a bad boy right there, man.
I feel like the only thing that I didn't hear any like lackluster, not lackluster, I guess lackluster, just kind of like the only thing that I heard that was very positive and a lot of people were just getting really like overexcited in a good way, like in a justified way, was Kenny Omega's return to the ring against Gabe Kidd. Like that was the thing I saw. I saw more about Kenny, just that than anything else on both shows. That was the thing I heard about the most was Kenny's return.
A lot of people that watched both nights, they were high on Takeshita. That boy put in work.
I did hear Takeshita had a really good match. Yeah,
is that dude? Him and Shingo went at it. I'm a long time Shingo fan from Dragon Gate, man. Shingo, that boy they was licking. They was hitting, boy. That was a meat match. They was hitting. And the fact that he not only beat Shingo, but then the next night wrestled Ishii, Stone Pitbull, bruh, Takeshita is that dude. I'll shout out to him for getting this new dual contract and stuff, man, because he's showing folks he that dude, man. He was one of the bright spots. He had, I'll say he had probably match of the night from Wrestle Kingdom.
Really? Over Kenny?
For Wrestle Kingdom, I think it was because Naito and Hiromu, that was more of an emotional match. They took too long. They should have had that match a couple of years ago. Because but due to injuries and stuff like that, they weren't able to do it. But now that they did do it, Naito's kind of, gotten older, slowed down a little bit. It wasn't as good as it could have been.
I got you.
But they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So it was more of an emotional match. They told a good story, so that was cool. But Zack Sabre and Shooter, that was longer than it needed to be, man. Really and truly. That's why. And the women's match was great. They didn't get a lot of time, though. So if you could have trimmed off some of that time from the main event and gave that to the women, because they came out licking, bam, 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 bam. They came out throwing haymakers, but they didn't have a lot of time.
Okay.
And the like I said, the four-way match, that was fire. ELP and Jeff Cobb and all of them, that was fire. And he only had maybe 2 or 3. The Tanahashi Evil match, overbooked madness. But a lot of those House of Torture matches are super overbooked. So it is it's kind of like the Bloodline.
Right.
Bloodline matches are going to be overbooked. So that's basically how the House of Torture matches are.
Okay.
So, Wrestle Dynasty, the Mercedes and Mina match was fire. It was good. They told a good story. Mercedes out here belt collecting. That was fire. Like I said before, the Ishii Takeshita match, that was fire. The Young Bucks match, as much as a lot of people say the Young Bucks have the same old matches and stuff like that,
they do.
This was not one of them, and this was good. And
I feel it was unnecessary to put the belt on them though, unless they're going to be making more appearances.
I think that's what it is though. I think they're going to be doing that.
I feel a lot of those matches were very more pro AEW than
it was. That's the heavy criticism right there. It didn't seem like much of a rival, even though it was CMLL, ROH, AEW, New Japan.
Right.
It seemed like it was just New Japan and AEW. And it was leaning more towards AEW.
Yeah.
So that's why I could see the owner's criticism.
Right. I do want to I do want to give a shout out to Athena, local Athena, you know, from this backyard, and her husband, who runs Metroplex Wrestling out of Bedford, Texas, right here, just up the road. He was in Japan. I follow him on social media too, and I saw that he was live in attendance to watch his woman do her thing in the Tokyo Dome.
Right.
That was cool. Yeah,
that was a good match too, man.
Yeah.
I was going for Athena though, man, but you know, I was like, when old girl hit her with the stick, I was like, no, not like this, damn it, not this way, damn it, not this way. But yeah, man, that was a good match, though.
No, I want to get to the bottom of something that was reported by old Tuna Meltzer. Since you actually watched both shows, and I'm assuming you watched them with the English commentary, correct?
Yeah.
This came out of Tuna Meltzer's mouth, so take it with a gigantic cup of salt. But I gotta ask you about this and see if you can confirm if this was true or not. So apparently, English commentary, English NJPW commentator Chris Charlton is on an indefinite hiatus from NJPW commentary due to his anti-AEW comments during the Wrestle Dynasty show, according to Tuna Meltzer. Context to what Chris Charlton said for those who missed it or didn't have the English commentary. Apparently, he referred to Tony Khan as a money mark during Kenny Omega and Gabe Kidd's co-main event match in the apparent attempt to add some more fuel to the AEW NJPW angle. Among other comments, he also questioned what Kazuchika Okada, Jay White, and Will Ospreay have done since signing with AEW, and unfavorably comparing the Continental Classic to the G1 tournament.
Some of that is true. Some of that I might not have heard. But
okay.
Boy was kind of going in.
So there is some possible truth to that.
Yeah, I do know he is on not hiatus, but like you were saying, he is on indefinite, you know, kind of time away. That
basically he's like either he's indefinitely hiatus or he's indefinitely suspended.
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to come up with. Yeah, that part is true. And old boy was kind of going in. I don't know about the rest of that, but he was kind of going in because some of it I was in and out of. But yeah, he was kind of going in, man. On some of that.
I don't know how NJPW does commentary because I know how WWE does it, or at least I don't know if it's still that way. But I know during the Vince era, Vince and Bruce or whoever was the second with Vince would filter lines to the commentary team. Pretty much, basically everything they were saying was coming from Vince and others.
Oh nah, man, they go free ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it's like
they go free ball.
Yeah. Well, I get so that was all him and his opinion, basically.
Yeah.
I can't say that he's not in the wrong for having opinions like that. You know what I mean? And because that's the money mark comment is the biggest thing that everybody always says about TK. And then I know a lot of people have been opinionated about how they chose to book Jay White and Okada and Will Ospreay. Out of the three of them, I would say Okada and Ospreay are the ones that are doing okay. I'm still figuring out what the hell they're trying to do with Jay White. You know what I mean? I feel like Jay White should have been, from the get-go, one of the – I mean, me and you have talked about this already. Like, I feel like Jay White should have been, like, top tier, and I feel like he really hasn't been doing any top-tier stuff. You know, he's had a moment.
They took a while to build him up, man, because I
felt that was unnecessary because he already had a name.
Criticism, like, man, why isn't Jay White on top of the card right now? Why isn't that – and it was taking them so long. And then they had the Continental of the Classic last year, and everybody's like, okay, they trying to do something. Then they had Bullet Club Gold. Like, man, how popular Bullet Club Gold was, they needed to be doing more with that. So everybody's like, what did they take? What was going on? Then, of course, he got injured. But when he came back from that, you know, it took him a little bit. And then they finally got him in the main event picture. Like, all right, cool. So now they finally doing something with him.
It's like that. It's like that meme. Have you seen that meme where it's like a mom playing with her kid in the pool, and the mom, it's Tony Khan. The kid that the mom's playing with is Okada or Ospreay. I guess Ospreay, and then Okada is the kid trying to get the mother's attention, and then the dead skeleton at the bottom of the pool was Jay White. You know what I mean? That was, I was like, okay, that's accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they finally doing something with him, like, main event worthy. So that's cool. They like I said, a lot of his criticism was kind of valid, and a lot of what Meltzer was saying, it was kind of true.
Wow. For once in his life.
Oh, boy, it's kind of going in.
Wow.
I heard that yesterday.
To the Meltzer was real.
I think I heard that yesterday about the dude. I heard it in passing. I was like,
about Charlton.
Wow, for real?
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, the show was good. Both nights was good. The Kenny Omega match slapped. A lot of people that's going crazy and everything. Chill out. Wrestling fans are gonna wrestling fan. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. A lot of people that have been missing Kenny Omega from TV, I can understand it. Because I'm one of them. I still sit there and sing the best bomb machine. I still sing the theme song. And he came through and he may have won, but he did put Gabe Kidd on. That match was fire, bro. Like
I saw.
They really told the story, bro, and they made Gabe Kidd go from a heel to looking like a baby face. He was putting on for New Japan. He was putting on for the boys in the back in New Japan. He was like, bro, Kenny Omega, you just can't be coming back in here and thinking you a big deal and taking spots, bro. And
right.
He went from being just disrespecting him, calling him, pretending like he ain't know his name and stuff, to disrespecting the boys in the back in New Japan. Bro, you left. Right. You left, boy. You left, fam. This is not your show no more. You just can't pop back in and think you a big deal, and I'm about to show you. And they told a fire story. Kenny Omega's still out there, man. He knocked that rust off real quick, man. He was selling that injury from the diverticulitis. He was selling it, bruh. You was like, oh man, I hope he ain't still bunked up. Bruh. That match was it was that match, bro. It was that match.
Yeah, for what I did see of the match, yeah, like I gotta agree. That match was. I mean, it was. I would say, it's a standard Kenny Omega match, but it was, in a way, like you said, like he made Gabe Kidd. Not to say that Gabe wasn't made already, but he left him in a better spot than where he walked into the match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, because I was already a fan. Like, everybody knows, like, out of the War Dogs, I am really not a David Finlay fan.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I really think I mess with Drilla Maloney. I mess with Clark Connors. I mess with Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd was that. I was already a fan of his, bro. This match put it over the top. I'm like, bro, Gabe Kidd really need to be the leader of War Dogs, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, David Finlay. You may have won that belt, but they need to do it, man. They need to eventually Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, that dude out of here.
Oh man,
that dude out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, Gabe Kidd, he looked more like the leader of Bullet Club than David Finlay did. So I'd love to see, him smart eyeing that title that
right.
David Finlay got. And like, yeah, bro, that's a nice title, man. And them booting that dude out of there, just get him out of here.
I mean, who knows? We could be seeing that in the near future. Who knows?
I'd be all for it, man. I'd be 100% for it.
Awesome. Well, shit. Let's take a quick little break here for some of our affiliates here at iSports Radio. And when we come back, y'all, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. We're gonna talk about the WWE side of things. We're gonna talk about Raw on Netflix a little more in depth. And we'll throw in a splash of that NXT because some big things went down on NXT last night as well. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. T5 and the SoCal Saint will be right back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, y'all. We'll be right back, okay? Stay tuned, y'all.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davidson.
It's your boy Dentarius Lava.
And we are the hosts of Fast Break here on IE Sports Radio, where we discuss everything in the world of basketball from prep to the pros.
You guys should definitely check us out, man. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We got all the basketball information you guys need, so we look forward to you guys listening in.
And please do, because we are the best basketball show on this side of the Mississippi. And please do check us out on Twitter at FastBreakISR. D-Lock, where's our time again?
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That give you guys spending time on a Sunday.
Tune in.
What's up, New York? This is Ricky K coming at you at the NY State of Sports, a new show here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Listen to me every Thursday afternoon as we bring you the latest takes on the Yankees, Mets, Jets, Giants, Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Devils, and Islanders. Plus, you get some college hoops and what's the local sports events going on in the area. It's a state that never sleeps, so why not get the opinions and sports takes that never sleep? Again, every Thursday, 2 p.m. to the NY State of Sports. We'll see you then.
We are back, y'all. What's good? What's going on, y'all? We are back. We just heard from Fast Break, hosted by Davison Crooks and D-Lock. And, of course, the New York State of Sports, hosted by Ricky K. Check those shows out, guys, whenever you get a chance. Let's see here.
IESportsRadio.com, fellas.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
ladies.
I'm actually going to see if I could pull up the schedule. If I have it. I should have had that ready. I do apologize, guys. Oh, man. Wow. This is an amateur hour, but okay. So it looks like New York State of Sports with Ricky K was actually goes live on Monday nights, unless that was just because that was when the last one was live this past Monday. I don't know if that's his standard. I think that's his standard time on Monday nights at what it looks like, or Monday morning, excuse me. Monday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central, or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what I'm showing here. And let's see, Fast Break.
It's Sundays. If I'm not
It's
mistaken.
Sundays, that's right. Yeah, Sundays live at 7 p.m. Fast Break. Thank you for that, T5. I appreciate that. So please check them out, guys. Bowling. Oh, man. I love that song. Oh, man. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Boom. I know we kind of mentioned it for a few minutes there. Raw on Netflix. We talked about a little bit that went down, but yeah, first thoughts. I got to say, overall success. I thought the show was awesome. From top to bottom, except for one little itty bitty racist tidbit there in the smidge of the middle. You know, and let's just get it out the way because I don't want to
pull that Band-Aid off quick.
Yeah, let's just pull that Band-Aid off because I don't want to waste any more time than we have to on that big pile of racist bullshit. the man who thinks that it's because of his political leanings is why the city of LA gave him such a salty reception. No, it's because you are an irreverent piece of shit. That's why, okay? Because Triple H and Undertaker have similar political views as you, and they were received quite well. So it definitely wasn't that, okay?
Nope.
Like, he's trying to blame it on, it was the liberals in LA, brother. Like, no.
Don't even do it. Don't even try to do it.
No, that's not how that goes.
That don't work for me, brother.
No, because no one's forgiven you for the racist shit that you said before, which rightfully so. And then you
done some more stuff.
And then you just been a piece of shit all around. You confirmed that you kiboshed the idea that Jesse the Body Ventura had to create a union for wrestlers that would have made all of wrestlers' lives better. But no, he was that don't work for me, brother.
Oh, Snitchy McSnitch.
Right? That don't work for me, brother. Nope. I don't like that. I don't want to pay no union dues, brother.
You the only one that was making bank like that, bruh.
Exactly. Exactly.
Boy, that dude,
he got the reception he deserved, and and I can't believe that WWE signed a multi-year deal to promote his bullshit wannabe Bud. Basically, it's just Bud Light with a different label around it. You know what I mean? I've never drank it. We'll never drink it. His real American beer.
Man, you better get some ultra super patriots to drink that stuff. Oh, it says real American on. I'm going to drink.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's the only people that's going to drink that, man.
Exactly.
Anybody that knows who's behind that is not going to support that beat, man. Get out of here. Get all the. Well, if you can see me kick, get out of here with that stuff, bruh.
Exactly. And then the fact that like when I think of beer and wrestling, Hulk Hogan is not the name that comes to mind.
No.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is the only name that comes.
You tell me Stone Cold coming out with some. I don't even drink beer like that. You tell me Stone Cold coming out with some beer, I could believe that.
Exactly, and that's what it makes it so surprising. That shouldn't that deal have gone to Broken Skull, his Broken Skull IPA, and his Broken Skull American?
Yeah, go put some money in Stone Cold.
That should have went to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know what's going on with Stone Cold and the WWE. If there's some sort of like miscommunication there or what the deal is, but man, y'all gotta fucking fix that quick.
Man, no commercials with a soul itself. Can I get a hell yeah beer bash?
I've tried.
Boy, that LA crowd would have popped hard. Stone Cold come out there, glass shatter, and he come out there and have a beer bash in the ring.
Apparently, this deal puts Hogan's bullshit beer in every arena that they're at. Like, I pray to God, wrestling fans, please do me a favor. Don't buy that shit when you go there, okay? Don't buy his bullshit when you go there. Don't. When they start seeing that, man, this ain't selling shit. Hopefully their deal has an out. Hopefully they have an out of that deal. Hopefully it's not like one of those where they're like, oh God, we got to suffer through this for the next like 2 to 3 years. No. Like, hopefully they can fucking back out of this because it's getting bad publicity everywhere. CNN was talking about that shit. You know what I mean? When you got multiple new media news outlets talking about just that portion of your show, man, like,
bro, everything else was a success
except for that.
Except for that one part. And that's everybody joking about, man. Like, on our timeline, everybody was reposting Hulk Hogan memes.
Yeah,
the clips of that segment, everything. That's the one thing everybody was reposting was memes and clips of that segment, bro. Everything else was a slam dunk.
The one thing that I saw today that made me chuckle was somebody made a video using the audio from an old classic Simpsons episode. He goes, were they saying boo or boo earns? And it's
yeah. I heard that one too.
Yeah, like were they saying? Is it like were they saying boo or boo brother?
Oh, bro.
And poor Jimmy Hart had to be out there for that bullshit.
They was
Poor
posting,
Jimmy Hart had to be a part of that shit.
They was posting the Booker T. We coming for you.
Oh my god.
They was posting that. They was posting memes of him spray painting the
N-word. Yeah. Come on now,
bro. They was the internet was interneting yesterday.
Ugh.
The internet was interneting this week.
And Hogan wants to be like, I'm disappointed, brother, because the liberals, brother. Hulk Hogan's gonna run wild on those liberals, brother. Like,
that wasn't it, man.
That was not it. He is so out of fucking touch with everything around him. Like, how does he not know that people are just fed up with his bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, he don't think we can hear? Like we have we have cotton in our ears or something, bruh? You gotta be kidding me. You can't go around saying some of the wild stuff he's been saying and not expect, hey, like I was jokingly I told one of my friends, I was like, I was doing my Hulk Hogan voice. I was like, oh, this isn't for those words, brother. This is for the real Hulkamaniacs that stuck with me through thick and thin.
Come on now.
He really tried to swerve that.
Exactly.
He tried to invoke the name of Randy Savage and
I know,
and
piece
Andre,
of shit.
And they still booed.
No, you're not gonna fucking try to drag Randy and Andre into that bullshit either. You fucking idiot,
bro. Try to turn the crowd.
Yeah, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. In the famous words of the late great Iron Sheik, fuck a Hulk Hogan.
I humble you. Boy, Sheik, God rest his soul. If Sheik he would have been tweeting crazy.
Oh, I know.
Sheiky would have been on Twitter on that thing.
Oh my God. God rest his soul, Iron Sheik. Sheiky baby would have been like, fucking the Hulk Hogan, that fucking jabroni.
I told you that jabroni trash.
Oh man.
I go to LA and humble you.
Oh man.
Sheiky baby would have been on that thing.
Yes, he would have.
But man,
I had no sympathy whatsoever for Hulk Hogan. None whatsoever. Zero.
Like everybody was talking about, you could poor Jimmy Hart.
That's what I said. Poor Jimmy Hart had to be out there for that bullshit, man.
Oh man, waving that flag around.
As far as I know, Jimmy Hart's not a piece of shit like Hulk Hogan. I haven't heard anything to tell me differently. So Jimmy stays favorable in my opinion. You know, for me.
Until otherwise, you know
what I'm saying?
Man, bro, like you ever had that one friend that always say some wild stuff and you always get dragged in to taking up for him? Like, hey, bro, he all right, bro. You just got to get to know him. You always got to take up. That's Jimmy Hart. He got to take up for that one friend. He doesn't always take up for that one friend.
Yeah, but when that one friend is Hulk Hogan, I think you need to start choosing some different friends.
Yeah, bro. You're like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with Ric Flair.
Fuck.
When you sit there and say, man, I'm gonna go hang out with Ric Flair, that's saying something.
Just like, terrible. I mean, like it was just that was the only
right now.
That was the only terrible thing about Raw on Netflix was that fucking 2-minute diatribe of bullshit that we had to sit through.
Bruh, because earlier that day, when I heard the rundown, I was like, man, they is not going to put Hulk Hogan out there. I know they is not.
And they sure did.
And next thing you know, I heard, bear, when it come back down and it hurts. I was like, no, they not. Then I saw that bright yellow ass and red. I was like, no, they is not.
Hogan's gonna have to do a remix. Boy. Hogan's gonna have to make a remix of that song, you know, more preferable to his views, you know. When your daughter comes around and tells you she dates a black guy.
Ooh, boy.
You gotta take a stand because you don't like that type. Fucking piece of shit.
You can't have my daughter, you can have my wife. You can have Linda, brother. You can't have my Brookie, brother.
Oh, bro.
Oh boy, you was T-Rash.
And that's the shitty thing about it, because so many people that look like myself and you grew. I mean, I'm sure at one time we were all Hogan fans. I have to admit, I was a Hogan. Was I a Hulkamaniac? Sure. At one time I was. Was I down with the NWO when he was Hollywood Hogan? Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. For life. I'm down with NWO for life, but Hogan can fuck off
yeah,
for life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that cat can kick rocks. That like I told you before, man, when we first started click-clacking, that Voodoo Child entrance, boy, that was lit. I hated NWO, but that Voodoo Child entrance was lit. The air on the belt, man, this cat literally hands down trying to ruin my. I always joke about the people that say so and so has ruined my childhood. This is ruining my childhood, and I say, man, y'all chill out with that stuff. No, this right here, Hulk Hogan, bruh, you really trying to ruin my childhood, bruh.
Yeah.
You trying, bruh. You trying. Yeah. You testing me. You tested my validity. You tested my patience, bruh.
It's hard to like go back and watch like big moments where he's just like, you know, the fucking hero, you know, and he's saying all the bullshit that made him famous. You know, you got to say your prayers and eat your vitamins, kids. You know, and all this shit. And I don't know. It's just whatever. I think we spent enough time. I think we spent enough time on that skid mark.
Word, man. Let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about that awesome intro. The way that the way the show even began. Wasn't that dope? Like with the shroud covering the ring, and they had that cold open, that really awesome video, basically like giving you like a whole history of professional wrestling, and like at least in terms of the WWE. But it had like a lot of mixed up stuff in there. You saw some stuff from like WCW, ECW thrown in there. It was just like all of that led to this one moment. And then the shroud comes down, and there's Triple H standing in the middle of the ring, and he welcomed us to the Netflix era. And then here comes the final boss, giving flowers to Cody Rhodes.
Bro,
like
I know we're
really
going to talk about it later, bro, but I like how The Rock came on NXT. Man, first they was like, man, talk about, man, you need to leave Cody alone.
I did see that. He did see that.
And then I come on there and give him his flowers and like, you need to go beat Cody up. You need what you doing? What you doing?
Yeah, exactly. That I did catch that part of the promo he cut. That was really funny. And I was actually not surprised. Well, kind of in a way, I was a little surprised that Tribal Combat was the opening contest. Because I think you even said that. Like, Roman, it had to be, he's either going to be the first match or the main event. He's not going to be anywhere in between.
Yep.
And what a way to kick off, man. That fucking, the aura of both of them. I got to say, I know we said a while back when all this new Bloodline stuff started, like Solo had no aura. I feel like that's changed. Because he has a bit of aura now.
He has his own version of it, man.
But nothing beats that OTC, bro.
Yeah.
And he came out with them Kobe's, them custom Kobe's on.
Woo, you seen them, huh?
Hell yeah, bro. He even said he talked about that after
the presser, after the thing,
the post-show presser talking about he's going to auction, and he did. I saw like he actually went to a local hospital there and gave him away to be auctioned off. So
that's what's up.
Kudos to the OTC, man, for being a fucking stand-up dude inside and outside the ring, you know? Hell yeah. Shout out. Acknowledge the tribal chief, because he is once again the tribal chief. That's right. Solo and Roman had a pretty damn good match, the Tribal Combat match, and it ended the way I think it should have, with Roman walking out with that Ulu Fala right around his neck once again. But we got some interference. One interference I didn't expect was fucking KO coming out of nowhere.
Bruh, that was wild.
Man.
Boy, I know the voting is ended, but somebody is trying really early to be hater of the year.
That's right. But And here comes Cody. Big reaction for Cody. Awesome reaction for Cody to take out KO with that Cody cutter. And I know we got a glimpse of Sammy and Jimmy Uso out there to take out Tama and Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Roman did the thing. Roman put down Solo, his cousin, and took that Ulafala back, man. And you can see the emotion on the face of Paul Heyman, ready to put that around the neck of his tribal chief, the only tribal chief that he acknowledges. And then, without much fanfare, he didn't come out with his music or nothing. The Rock sauntered out to the ring. He gave a glance at Solo, walked into the ring, asked Paul Heyman for permission, being the high chief, an actual high chief in the Samoan culture, and placed that Ulafala around the neck of his cousin Roman Reigns. And then they embraced. They did the whole Predator. The Predator, son of a bitch, like that handshake. And what does this mean? I know everybody's been saying like we got to get Roman and Rock. Like everybody's expecting Roman and Rock at WrestleMania. Like, but I don't know. I mean, what does this mean? Because it shows that The Rock acknowledges Roman as the tribal chief. He didn't turn on him. I thought,
a lot of people thought he was going to turn.
No.
We was waiting for it. I had my skinny pop. I'm sitting there like, I'm waiting for it. Wait for it.
Nothing.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Nah, man.
Nothing. It was like the wrestling equivalent of blue balls.
Pretty much, man. But hey, if you break down what Rock said the next night on NXT,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, bro.
Know your role, shut your mouth, and enjoy the ride the Rock's taking you on. All right.
That part.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Hey, some of the movies may have been hit or miss, but that storyline, hey, if he tells me to chill out with that and enjoy the ride, let me put my seatbelt on. All right, cool. Let me put my seatbelt on.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just wait and see.
That's what we going to do.
That's what we're going to do, man. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, so, I mean, great opening match. Great. I feel like every in-ring match that night was on point. Rhea Ripley, the new women's world champion. I guess they dropped the last woman standing stipulation on show to the premiere because it was just a standard one-on-one match where it was a 1, 2, 3, which is fine. Maybe they figured it would be too much of like with the tribal combat already happening.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. It was. I thought they had a great. That was probably the best match out of the 3 that they've had. In my opinion, that was the best one out of the 3 between Rhea and Liv. It ended the way it needed to end. Rhea finally getting revenge, getting the title that she never lost back. I'm very happy to see that. I don't know where does Liv go from here. Does she challenge her and Raquel? Do they go after Naomi and Bianca? Does Liv try to go after the Intercontinental title at some point? Once they crown the first ever women's Intercontinental champion on next week's episode of Raw? Who knows? I'm sure Liv is going to be doing some big things still. I got to give Liv the flowers she deserves. She really turned things around in the last year. She became a lot better in ring-wise. Her character development has been fantastic. She's just been doing really, really well. I mean, I know a lot of people have been critical of the feud between Rhea and her. Now, hopefully,
longer than it should have.
It lasted a lot longer than it should have. I will agree with that. But hopefully, this is the end now. Apparently, both Rhea and Liv's match and Punk and Rollins were actually penciled in for WrestleMania and then canceled and moved up to this episode. So now, where does that put these individuals on the WrestleMania card, and who will they be facing if that's the case? But I mean, like I said, like Rock said, know your role, shut your mouth, and enjoy the ride. So let's just do that. I guess let's not start getting
Well, the train to speculation station done already started boarding.
Oh, and before we even get further into Raw Netflix, let's give a shout out to the new WWE Women's Champion. It is Tiffy time, y'all. This past Friday night on SmackDown, she did it. She cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase. Tiffany Stratton pinning Nia Jax in the middle of the ring to become the new WWE Women's Champion. Awesome, awesome cash in. Big reaction. The fans ate it up. I ate it up watching it. It needed to happen sooner rather than later, and I was glad that hopefully we'll get to see Tiffany Stratton walking into WrestleMania with that title. Hopefully. I don't know if that's the plan, but that would be really great to see. Tiffany Stratton is super fucking talented for as short of a time as she's been doing this. So I just wanted to give her – I wanted to acknowledge our new women's WWE champion on the SmackDown side of things.
Man, that was fire, bro, because, man, a lot of people have been waiting for her. They teased her cashing in a lot. That story with her, Nia, and then you add in
Candice LeRae.
That was fire, too.
Yeah.
Man, and they made her look brilliant. She came in, cold cock Nia, then she sat back and let Bianca
hit the
KOD, and then grabbed her and tossed out the
Hell yeah, she did.
Whoop! Got you out of there.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch. Got out of there. And then turned around and we hit the moonsault, and everybody popped huge.
Yeah. Big reaction.
1, 2, 3. Man, that's like that Dolph Ziggler cash in, bro.
I would say definitely same vibes. Definitely same vibe. Same similar reaction too. So that was really cool.
Man. So, man, everybody was wondering, we're happy for the cash in, but does this turn Tiffy into a baby face? And I'm like, not necessarily, because she tossed Bianca Belair the hell out of that ring.
Yeah, she could be a tweener.
It just makes her a smarter heel.
That, or she could just be considered a tweener,
It just makes her a smarter heel.
True. And what else went down? So I guess they had originally planned Rey Mysterio and a mystery partner against Chad Gable, right? And
the New Day.
Somebody. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. And it was supposed to be against the New Day. That's what it was. It was supposed to be against the New Day. That didn't happen. And I think it's going to end up being a better thing because it keeps Penta away from being affiliated with the LWO, which everybody's afraid of.
Yes, Lord, yes.
Thank God, they're aware of it. So now on the show, Chad Gable went to Adam Pearce and said he wants to be put up in a match next week against one of the best luchadors in the world. That's how he phrased it. So he didn't specify who that would be. Yep. And I think without really putting our brains to work very hard, it's going to be Penta. And they confirmed Penta's coming with that latest promo where you see the mask form and then it's spelled out Penta across the eyes, which is like, all right, cool. They're finally fucking saying he's coming. So hell yeah, y'all. Sal Meow is coming to WWE, y'all.
Break that arm, bro.
Oh, man.
You gotta put him in the and snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop. Break one of the Creed brothers' arms. Break Chad Gable's arm. Somebody's arm need to get snapped. That's all I'm saying.
They're gonna have.
All I'm saying. Do it, you cowards. Let them do it, you cowards. Let them snap that arm. Have Chad Gable or one of the Creed brothers backstage every week with that cast on.
With it being on Netflix, there's no time constraints anymore. Even Triple H has said that. He's like, we can go 40 minutes or we can go 4 hours. We don't have any time constraints anymore like being on network television. So give them the time that they deserve and let them put on a fucking banger of a match. Penta and Gable could have the match of the night next week.
Let them cook.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Penta, which is good. With all the fanfare and all the stuff going on Raw and Netflix, he would have just got lost in the shuffle. So
true.
So I'm glad that Triple H smartened up and saved him for next week.
We definitely don't want his debut getting overshadowed by Captain Racist red and yellow, and all that other foolish shenanigans and stuff. So yes, I am cool with them pushing it back.
Yeah, me too.
Him some solo shine.
Exactly. I forgot to mention. Yeah, at the end of we forgot even to mention the American Badass popped up at the end of Rhea's match and celebrated with her victory over Liv Morgan. I was very happy to see Rhea get a touch of revenge on Dom too.
Yeah,
kicking it in the cojones and then hitting him with the riptide. That was cool. What else? We had Drew McIntyre and Jey Uso in a good match. Jey having that badass entrance with Travis Scott. Travis Scott, he was a little. Let's say he was a little lit. He was a little lit walking down to the ring. And you look at this.
He may even say he was a little.
Pull this off. Check it out. Check it out.
He was a little oozy.
That's right. Check it out. This is my wife actually made this with her cricket machine here. She made this for me for Christmas. Eat, sleep, yeet, and repeat.
Yes, indeed.
That's right.
That's what's out.
Oh man, what an awesome man! That crowd was all down. Jey Uso, bro, he is mad over. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it T5. I'm gonna say this. Remember this date. It is January 8th. Remember it.
When it comes to, so I can write this down.
Yeah, write this down. January 8th at 1:34 p.m. Central Standard Time. The SoCal Saint made this prediction. Jey Uso wins Money in the Bank this year.
Cause you know me, I'll be ready to disprove somebody. Like, man, you ain't say that, bro. You ain't say that. Hold on.
Write that down, bro. Jey Uso wins Money in the Bank this year. If he doesn't, I would truly be shocked. Because I feel like he's the one that deserves the briefcase with the amount of the amount of just fanfare he has. He is over. He is super over. I feel like his Intercontinental Championship win was just a taste of what future success is he due for. So I definitely think he's going to be the next Money in the Bank briefcase winner.
1/8. Jey Uso Money in the Bank 1/8.
There you go.
Hey, I'll be like, hey, he called it. I can't say nothing now. I'll be like, hey, he called it. And it's in a Sharpie. Not even no erasable.
Thank you.
Not no erasable stuff. It's
That's right.
Stone, brother.
That's right. It's the stone, brother.
You called this one. Hey, you know what? And I actually back you on this one.
Thank you.
I hope he does win Money in the Bank.
Thank you.
I hope he does win Money in the Bank. He is super over. I need to give me a pair of them Yeet shades to go with my Savage shades.
That's right.
So yeah, I hope the brother does win, man. I hope so. Because he is mad over, like you said, he is mad over.
For sure. And definitely shocked by the outcome because I gotta say I thought Drew was gonna go over clean.
Me too.
Yeah, but then Jey pulled it out.
To go on his own revenge tour.
Yeah, but Jey pulled it out, but it didn't make Drew look weak at all. So
nope.
It wasn't a detriment to Drew losing to Jey. It just continues the story. So good match all around.
Story. that shows you how much. That shows you how much, boy. Drew McIntyre be the perfect Sith Lord, because that shows you how much hate this boy got in his heart.
Right.
You can't bury him. Not with all that.
Not at all.
Not with all that hate, brother.
He would sound really weird. I feel hate in your heart.
There's a lot of hate in your heart.
Next, what was it? Oh, big. We didn't even talk about it. Let's get into it now. John Cena. The last time is now. The official farewell tour has officially begun. Cena popped up. Big fanfare. The crowd just eating it up, man. John Cena Going to be hanging up those jorts at the end of the year this year, guys. So we're along for the ride. I'm hoping John makes a stop in Dallas because he's saying he's trying to make final stops. So I'm hoping John pops up in Dallas when I'm there with my pops in a couple weeks to say his goodbyes to us fans here in the DFW area. So hopefully John is booked for that show if he's not already. I'm hoping he will be. But if not, I mean, it is what it is. But John being real candid, saying like it's not in the cards for him to be a 17-time world champion, but there's always the opportunity. He made it seem like he's coming for it. He said he's going to do what he can. He's gunning for it. He's going to win the Royal Rumble, at least in his opinion.
He hit us with the little swerve ski, man. We was like, oh man. We was like, oh, we won 17 world champion shot with Johnny. And next thing you know, he was like, but you know what? If I win that Royal Rumble, though, we was like, there you go. Let him cook.
There you go.
You go. He said, Elimination Chamber. I was like, yeah, all right. Let him cook. Let him cook. He said, Money in the Bank. I said, okay. Let him cook. All of that. So he hit us with the little swerve ski. We was all like, oh, man, he done gave up on himself. Nope. Never give up. What a towel at? Never give up. He was back in it. He was back in his bag. He said, hey, I'm going to try to make all these dates. I need to come from the bottom. I just can't just come. In the John Cena fashion, he can't just jump in on TV and jump in the front of the line. He said he had to earn it.
Yep.
So, what better way to earn it than the Royal Rumble?
Yep. We're just a mere few weeks away. We got a pit stop on the way to the Royal Rumble with the second Saturday night's main event on the 25th of January. My shout out to my son, Xavier. I love you, son. He's at school right now. It's his birthday. And just a couple weeks after that will be the Royal Rumble, February 1st. Royal Rumble. For the first time ever, I think we're having a Royal Rumble in the month of February, technically, since it is the first day in February. You know what I mean? Live from Indianapolis. And speaking of Royal Rumble, let's just get it out the way now. It was announced during the show that next year's Royal Rumble, the 2026 Royal Rumble, will be emanating live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A lot of negative feedback on that one, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And I say that's fine. Give them the Rumble. I don't want to see a Mania there, so give them the Rumble.
Hey, if it's I'm gonna sacrifice one baby for the other. I'm gonna sacrifice one. Hey, sacrifice this Egyptian god to summon Slifer, the Sky Dragon. No, you get that one. We get the Royal Rumble.
That's right.
Oh man, shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh for the Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
And I'm trying to think what else went down. I guess let's see here. I guess we can just jump right to the main event, man. Main event.
Yeah.
CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Wow. Man, that crowd was eating it up, man. What a fucking awesome match that was.
Seth Rollins coming out looking like a damn whatchamacallit character, a damn comic book.
Yeah, I know. He looked like
I was as CM Punk was cooking him afterwards. He's like, you know what? I can't take that fool serious when he dressed like that. I was like, you know what? I couldn't either.
Right. Man, anybody that has any doubts whatsoever about CM Punk and his abilities right now, with the way that his AEW run went, and the injuries upon injuries, and then the injury that he suffered when he first came back to WWE, I think they have to quietly shut the F up now, because I feel like Punk has already proved all of them wrong with this feud with Drew. All those matches with Drew were awesome. Each one was better than the last. And then this match with Rollins on his first ever match on Raw in over 11 years, something like that.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And then the faith that Triple H had in both of them to close out the very first Raw on Netflix just shows you what WWE feels about. I mean, we already know what WWE feels about Rollins, but for them, for the investment of Punk, like you could totally feel this is a different time, man, different era. Things have changed. Things have truly changed, and it looks like wounds have finally healed on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's great. It's good for business, man. That's what has to happen.
Best for business, man. It was best for business.
And I gotta give Punk. You could tell Punk was genuinely emotional after the match. You could feel it in the way that he said that promo, like he's coming for it all. I'm coming for gold. You know what I mean? Like Punk right off the fly, just cutting a promo after having a badass match with Seth Rollins. The finish was great. I love the finish, hitting that GTS, collapsing to his knees, and then Rollins collapsing on top of him and getting hit with a second GTS. And then Punk just collapsing on him. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk wins the first ever main event of the Netflix era. That is an accomplishment that no one can take away from him.
Nope, not at all. And I'm so interested to see what happens to Rollins, man, because this right here could be, man, the start of a fire story arc.
Oh, for sure.
We all know how he feels about CM Punk, and then he came for Punk. Punk didn't come for him. He came for Punk, and Punk was like, "Hey, I don't even think about you like that." And he had the goat Punk into getting him, and then he gets him in the ring and loses.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the way everybody was cheering for Punk.
Yeah,
and the look on his face too. Oh, I love this stuff. The look on his face when he
this is what it's all about, bro.
And he heard them chanting CM Punk. It was like he's like, "What the F is going on? Where my people at?
Right?
What's supposed to be my people? What are y'all doing?" The look on Rollins' face, and then to take that L, because the whole time he was talking buku noise. He was talking buku noise the whole match. And then he just and he was going for Punk's moves.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to hit him with the GT, and he did.
Yeah.
He did. He was trying to embarrass Punk. He was trying to show him up and embarrass him. He was talking buku noise. You could hear it in the commentary when they went to the desk and everything, and it failed. What is that gonna do to this dude? You just can't turn around next Monday night and, I'm going to go after so-and-so. No. He's got to have to feel some sort of way.
Yeah.
He's going to have to feel some sort of way about this. And I can't wait.
I can't wait either, man. I feel like this could be another start of a possible, best food feud of the year type of thing. You know what I mean? We could be along for a fucking awesome ride. I don't know where this puts Punk at, in terms of WrestleMania. Like I said, like that was penciled in for Mania, but now we had it already, but it could just be a taste of what's to come later, so who knows? Who really knows what's going to happen? I'm just really excited for the future. Everything is looking very bright, man. Everything's looking very bright. That's the way I could really put it. It's awesome. I just want to take a minute to thank some people for making that main event happen, because without them, this main event would have never happened. I want to thank Jungle Jack Perry for using real glass. I want to thank Tony Khan for fearing for his life. And I want to thank the Young Bucks for being so damn petty, because without you guys, that moment would have never happened on this past Monday night. So just thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope you all can share in this victory together. Thank you all. I am so happy that all that happened. It was just a trickle-down effect, and we, as wrestling fans, have been rewarded in the end. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus. Couldn't go one show, bro.
Hell no. Jeez. No, I'm the hater of the year. You know that. The champion hater. The champion's here.
The champion hater.
I'm the champion hater.
Oh, bro. Oh, man.
I'll go Ali over here. The champ is here. Champ is here.
Bro, I don't know. Bro, between you and tone deaf Hulk Hogan, I'm out here dying, bro.
Shit.
Damn,
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Not Bobby Fish. Where's the lie?
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? I don't find one.
Bro, you wild. Wild, bro.
Oh man. We're almost, man. We're getting down to the end of our show, but I wanted, before we leave, I want to talk about NXT real quick. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I haven't had a chance to watch it in full, but the clips that I did see, beautiful. Rock showing up in NXT. I know we talked about this already. The interaction that he had with All Ego Ethan Page
that was
definitely
good.
really cool. Yeah, was definitely really cool. Man, Ego. I gotta give props to him, man, and just like you know, the fan in him had to be like, holy fuck, I'm in a promo segment with The Rock.
With The Rock, bro.
Yeah,
for all his time in the Indies and everything.
Yeah,
now being on NXT and then you monkey around and you doing a segment with The Rock,
right?
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. So that's awesome.
Wild.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome for him.
Most
and
yes.
Congratulations to Stephanie Vakir. She is now the number one contender to the women's NXT North American Championship, winning that. It was a three-way, right, between her, Lola, and Kalani, correct?
Yeah.
Right, that's right. It was a good match. I did see. Oh man, Stephanie Vakir, bro. Whew. She is as talented as she is.
Bro, I can't do this.
I can't. Damn you, Shawn Michaels.
Sean Hickenbottom, bro. We on to you, bro. We've been on to you.
Right?
We've been on to you. We're not gonna stop you, but we've been on to you.
Damn you, Shawn Michaels, and your love of full-figured women. Damn you. Oh, man.
Why do we put up with your shenanigans?
Right? Oh, man.
Man.
And shout out to another beautifully talented, she is the beautiful madness. She is the new NXT Women's Champion, Julia. Defeated Roxanne Perez after a fucking awesome match. Roxanne came to win, but unfortunately she fell short. Both of them looked fantastic. Winning and losing. I mean, you can only look so great doing one or the other, and that match proved it. And I feel like it's time for Roxanne to move on to the main roster if that's in the cards, because I think she's ready.
Baby girl did all she can do. She done did all she can do in NXT. She showed you she can be the plucky underdog prodigy, and she could be the smarmy, arrogant prodigy. She done proved them. She done proved them, baby.
Yeah, she has.
All you can do.
Yep.
You can do no more.
Nope.
Go on to the next level, baby. Go on.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time for her to get called up now. I think she deserves it. She put on.
She already appeared in the Royal Rumble before.
She has.
This time could be a more permanent thing.
Yep.
The main roster with it.
Yep. That's what I say. I agree. Man, her and Julia had an awesome match, and you could just see the genuine emotion on the face of Julia winning her, American World Championship. Yeah, you can see it. And I saw before we went live, I was watching WWE's TikTok account, and they had a backstage interaction with her and Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and you could see tears were rolling down her face as she thanked them, and very. In the very Japanese traditional way, she bowed as she thanked them, and she's holding the title, and Shawn, gave her a hug, and so did Triple H, and you can just see it, for people that don't get it when things like this happen to deserving wrestlers. I say, look at that clip and tell me that things like that are not real, because I know they always say like this is fake or whatever. This is predetermined. We all know that, but that's what it's all about. It's things like that. It's getting the appreciation of your peers and the people that put you in those positions and saying like, you're the one we're going with. Here you go. That's what that is. That's like a show of gratitude, a show of confidence. It's not a prop like some fucking, douchebag from New York would say. I don't want to even give him a name, but for those who know, Jim Cornette is waiting to piss on his grave when he passes away. So if you understand that, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
You're not going to do it. No, sir.
It's not for
we're
the guys and gals.
We're a positive show around here. We're not going to do it.
For the guys and gals that actually do this in and out night in and night out every day, winning a championship and being overly emotional or being emotional about it, that's just pride in the work that they do.
Your work, pride in your craft.
Exactly.
And we get it. You
exactly.
want an ugly cry? You want an ugly cry, Julia? Girl, you ugly cry.
And she can't ugly cry anything.
You won't. You earned it.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't put ugly and Julia in that same sentence.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
You know what I mean. I know what you mean.
She even looked pretty. The thing about it is, she even looked pretty ugly crying.
No, right?
She had that look on her face. But she like, darn it. You can't even ugly cry.
Lord have mercy.
I never heard of a beautiful cry. I see why they call you Beautiful Madness. She is the beautiful madness. Ugly cry. Ain't that something?
Right.
You just can't. You just perfect. You just perfect wrestler, ain't you?
Yep. And then, big night for the men's side of things. We have a new
big board
NXT champion, Oba Phoebe. Hell yeah, man! What an awesome way that the match ended. Trick hitting the trick knee on Eddie Thorpe when he had that chair in the ring. Turns around, gets hit with that pop-up power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Trick doing the deed. I thought if Oba was going to go over, he would have pinned Eddie and not Trick. But Trick was the one that did the job, which makes me think that Trick is on his way up to the main roster too, man.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, you could have literally done without Eddie Thorpe and that for all that.
For sure. Yeah. But maybe we'll get a solo match between Trick and Oba before it's all said and done with Trick's time in NXT.
I'll be down for that. And,
yeah.
And he don't shy away from no challenge. He'll take it. I'll be down for it.
Yeah. But it was great, man. Fantastic. I love to see it, man. The new era of NXT. A lot of new champions crowned over this last weekend, man. A lot of new champions crowned on all ends of the spectrum, both on both sides of the world, in Japan and here in the United States. So we're starting off the new year with some new champions. New eras beginning. What a way to kick off 2025 here in the world of professional wrestling, guys. We're all in for it, man.
We is blessed and highly favored fans. We is eating good. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy what you enjoy, because we all eating good.
That's right. That is right. Oh man, I think we can end it there, brother. Thank you, wrestling fans, for tuning in again to another edition of the IE Wrestling Show. Thank you for continuing to follow us. Please follow my boy T5 on his socials. Where are they? Let me pull them up here. What are they, sir?
Who is T Fizzle? For those of you still on the X who ain't getting ran off by Elon and them catfish. We still on the X, baby. Who is T Fizzle? And of course, Crescent City _IE if you want to talk Louisiana sports. And of course, B-Sky, the blue sky, the butterfly. U, the letter U, the letter T, the number 5. At B-Sky, blah, 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 blah. We talking the graps. We talking the sports. We doing a lot of things. We getting away from the catfish. Boom!
That's right. And don't forget, check out T5's other show, Crescent City Connection, Saturdays, high noon, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, live streaming on the official IE Sports Radio X account and YouTube channel. So don't forget to check that out, guys, on this weekend. And, of course, follow me on the X, TikTok, and on Blue Sky at IE Wrestling Show. That's at IE Wrestling Show. Man, so we're getting out of here, guys. We are almost done for the day, or we are done for the day. I appreciate y'all tuning in for our show. Thank y'all for being with us all this time, man. We got some big things coming for the world of wrestling, and we're going to be right here for it. Please tune in next week. Same SoCal Saint time, same T5 and SoCal Saint channel, right here on IE Sports Radio for the IE Wrestling Show. For T5, I am the SoCal Saint. We'll see y'all next week. Take care, y'all. Peace.